It's Cheryl, and I thought today I would take you on a tour of my humongous dollhouse I keep talking about. I have out in my living room. I'm in the middle of remodeling my house massively, so yeah, I've got stuff everywhere. But I decided I would put it out in my living room on a big table that's made out of a pallet because it's huge. And I thought I would show it to you today and I could give you a little more insight on scale because your houses are not exactly true to scale either. Your rooms tend to be a little small and undersized. Hello, lovey crafting kitty. Yeah, get up there. Um, anyway, so what I thought is I would take you on a tour of this house and show it to you. As I said, it is a wreck. I got it for $25. It's a good buy because the kit has been, I believe it was a kit, and it's been discontinued. They don't make them like this anymore, so, and I think somebody said it was out of 1981. I saw it once. I don't remember what the name, they always name the houses in the kits. I don't remember what the name of it was. I know I saw some guy on eBay had one, and he wanted $1,500 for it. I think it came with some furniture. I don't think he got it. Yes, they can be very, very expensive. His was in better shape than mine because, like I said, mine is trashed. It's like you go and you find that bargain older house and the thing is just bad shape. But you love the house, so you want to, you're basically going to gut it and redo it. And that's where I'm at with this house that I'm going to show you. And I'm hoping that as our series of miniatures progresses, I will find some extra time to work on the house also, and then every once in a while I can, yes, you're cute, say hi to everybody. I can find some time to work on that and show it, show you my progress I'm making on it. And I'll tell you what, I have got my work cut out with this one because it is basically trashed. It's still got some of its original flooring, which I'm hoping to save the wood floors because I don't really want to put wood floors in again. It's got original wallpaper, which is going to have to go, or I'm going to have to do something over it. I'm going to point out some problems that a house designed like this, the problems that you can run into. That's a good word, run into. They don't want to see your butt. Good Lord. Excuse the kitty. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to show you some of the problems you can run into. I'm going to put a little furniture in there to show you, the scale, what I'm talking about, that's not exactly, when I say things aren't exactly in scale, for those of you who are not familiar with dollhouses and miniatures. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm basically just going to take you on a tour of my junked house. This thing is dirty. I don't know where they had it stored. It's, like I said, it's got water damage. Again, I don't know where they had it stored. I really don't know anything about it. I found it at Goodwill. It was a heck of a buy. And so I snapped it up. I couldn't resist. And although most of the pieces are not, like attached to the house, porch rails are up and that, I do have all of the pieces. I got lucky. I have almost every piece for the main structure of the house. So I'm not really going to have to, try to rebuild those, try to remake those. So I got really lucky there. A lot of times you find a house like that and it's missing a lot. I am missing like my inside window moldings. I'm missing a few small trim pieces, but they were something I was going to redo anyway. And as we get into the video, I will explain to you more about the house and its construction, and I was cleaning it up a little more today. I mean, this thing is impossible. It looks impossible. It's not impossible. It's a challenge, and I love a challenge. But I was looking today, and I thought because some of that glue on it's coming loose too, so I'm going to have to do a lot of re-gluing, just from age and wherever it was stored and that, moisture and stuff. But I thought I had found this one thing that was a piece of glue hanging down, and so I started pulling on it, and they had wired it. Now, the way they did the wiring was they glued it in to the joints when they put the house together. So I'm just going to have to cut that out. It's not going to be a big deal, but I didn't know that the house was wired either. So, surprise, surprise, it's just like an old house. You start getting into it and you start finding things. And then, of course, my husband, who's a terrible joker, thinks he's funny. You didn't find a body in the basement, did you? Well, there's no basement. I don't think so. And there's no closets, so no skeletons. Anyway, I will be taking my video camera out there, and I'll be giving you a tour of my monster dollhouse along with some measurements of my rooms. And, yeah, so I hope you will all join me for that, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye-bye. So this is my monstrosity of a dollhouse. Going up on it, it is a 2.5 story, and like I said, I at this time do not, the roof is not assembled because basically it fell off. I have all the pieces, so I'm lucky there. But this is it. It measures at the top 37 inches long. It is 24 in depth because it has these 2 rooms out front. And I believe that it is probably about 31 or 32 inches high when all done. So as you can see, it's a monster house. What has been done to it was done by its previous owners. I do not know who they are. I don't know anything about this house other than it was a good buy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, and I'm crawling around on the floor, so this will be a little shaky. I'm going to zoom up on it and show you just exactly. Like I said, you're going to have to excuse it. It's kind of dirty. It's had some water damage. So this one has a double porch on it, and this is like the one side, and then when you come over to this, there's a doorway. And I've already taken the door off, and I'll show you the other door on the other side, because I do not like the doors that they originally came on this. This one I do not believe uses the standard dollhouse siding on it, but then again, this kit is, you know, a lot older. So yeah. Okay, this is one of the roof peaks, and I have it. Oh, this is a piece of the roof on the molding up right up there. Just fell off because the glue's old and it's coming loose. So I have a lot of glue joints to redo. But this is one of the roof peaks up here over the porch, and I have all the pieces to that too. It fell off too. A lot of the problem with this, if you can see right here, this house, there's a lot of masonite construction. And masonite is flimsy, and if you get it wet, it's very wet, it's pretty much ruined. So it's going to be, you know, something to work around. Okay, then we're going to move over, and this is the front part. As you can see, the acetate in the windows is, let me get down here, is broken out. So that'll all have to be removed. This one's missing its little cross piece. And these are not functional windows. You can get windows that actually slide up and down. I'm not going to be taking these windows, I'm not going to be putting new windows in. I'm going to be redoing the windows that are out there. See, look, that fell out. I'm not going to be taking them out because I have the original window moldings on all of the windows. We'll just pop that inside for now and stuff. So I'm not going to be redoing those because it gets very, very expensive when you've got a house with a lot of windows. The one thing they did on the shutters I don't like, they turned the masonite backwards, and I think you can see the texture on there. Not sure I really like that, but yet again, I don't want to have to remove them if I don't have to. Alright, we'll come along over here to the porch on the other side. And it does have just its bare bones. Ooh, sorry. Hit the screen there. Sorry about that. It has its bare bones roof, and as you can see, it's been water damaged and stuff. It's not going to show when I get the shingles on, but got a lot of cleaning up to do on this thing. And there's the original door, and I do not like those doors, so that one's going to be coming off as well and replaced with a more modern door. And I don't believe that these doors are the exact, you know, scale size. And in these houses, even these big ones, you are not going to get an exact scale size. The brickwork was already on when I got the house. I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to need to clean it up a little bit and do some fill on some spots. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. Then moving up, we have one room here. And then we have, let me back out, we have another room here. And I'll show you what the problem is with this part that sticks out when we turn the house around. And I'll be pausing the video again for that. So we come over here to this side where this door was. I have like a bay, kind of. It's just kind of setting at an angle there in the wall. which makes for really neat architectural detail, but it kind of makes it a pain when you're trying to furnish the room because, like I said, you know, though this house is scaled to 1/12 inch miniatures, and when I turn it around I'll show you, it does not exactly mean you're going to be able to get a lot of them in these rooms because most of the rooms are 12 by 12. So when you start thinking about the size of your miniature furniture, you're going to realize that, you know, your scale, though it's accurate, doesn't exactly work, but to make one of these in the actual scale of the house, or you know, an actual scale of what an actual house would be, your house would be huge, and this thing is already huge. So I'm going to move up here. This piece on the top is really bad. That'll all be covered up with flooring and everything else when I get to it. This part all came loose here in the front, so open it up and just give you a little bit of a look inside. I have an envelope because my kitties like to get in here, and I don't need them stuck in the stairway, but that's the stair hole there. It's a little dark. That's the stair hole. As you can see, I've got acetate from the window hanging out here. That'll all have to be removed, and there's a lot of the original wallpaper in here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut the video. I'm going to get my brother to help me. We're going to flip this thing around and we'll go inside. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We've turned the house around and you are looking into the room that I told you had that cute little, it's a slanted wall. I can't think of the right word right now. This is the room. You can see it's got nice hardwood flooring done in it, and I'd really like to save that, so I probably won't be messing with that. I'm missing the inside of my window trims, as you can see, so those will have to be made. There's a doorway, and a lot of your houses you'll find this. They will put the doorway in the stupidest spot possible, but again, I think that's almost to give you, you know, enough wall space to, you know, that you can actually put some stuff in, because these rooms are about 12 by 12, and any corner you have like this one over here where it's slanted is going to take some, you know, it's going to take a bite out of your room. Will you please get out of here? They don't want to see you, giant kitty, through the window. Got a horror movie going on here, you know, the giant kitty that, you know, destroyed the dollhouse, which, if they can get inside, they do. But yeah, as you can see, like up in here, just like in a real house, there's been some water damage up here. So that'll be something I have to work with. Okay, moving up above it is another room, and this one, you get a little more space because, you know, you don't have that slanted wall. But again, I got cobwebs just like a real house. Wow. And again, the door is back over there in the corner. You can change these, but as you can see, this is made with pretty wide, thick wood. I'm not going to be altering the design of the house any. I'm just going to work with what I have. And sometimes that can be a real pain in the butt. But it's fun, but a pain. Okay, so what I want to show you right now is, alright, I've got some miniature furniture that I have here that I bought to use in this house. And this is what I'm going to tell you about scale. Let me zoom out just a little here. There we go. This bed is supposed to be the size of a regular twin-size bed. If you measure the bed, it is very, very close. I'm going to put the bed in this room up here, which probably will end up being a bedroom. And now look at the space you lose with a twin-size bed. Imagine a double, okay? I'll put it up here for a little closer view. As you can see, I think it looks probably really deeper than it is. Okay, now this is a dresser, and I'm missing one of the drawers. It's an old one I got, I think, at a thrift store in a bag. But once I put the dresser in, now look at the size of your room. And this bed right now is up against the door, so your size is going down with your furniture. So a lot of it is going to be planning the rooms carefully to get, you know, as much furniture to make it look as real as possible, but yet not overcrowding. Alright, now we're going to move into the big part of the house, and this is going to be a problem. This is the most damaged part of the house. As you can see, the light reflecting down, that's my stairway, and so I'll have to deal with that. I have some stairs I'm going to be using, so, and then I have a doorway here for this part, which I'm probably, this room over to the side of it, I'm going to make into a kitchen. The room with the slanted wall will probably be a living room of sorts. But you see, I've got 2 feet now. I've got the size of 2 rooms, which, you know, is great. Why am I not getting this? Oh, okay. Which is great in its own right. It gives you a lot of room. But the problem is, what are you going to put in a room that big and that long? Okay, I mean, some of you may have ideas. I want to divide this up into 2 spaces, and I can do that down here. This is a house I want to do my 1950s theme to. And what I want to do, what I've got in mind is putting a room divider in past these 2 doorways. But I've got to watch the size I use, because I have my outside doorway right next to it. So that's another consideration I'm going to have to take in. But I'm going to try to do a room divider in there and make it like 2 separate parts, like an entrance, and then for the back part back here, I would like to put the dining room. Because these houses are not exactly always set up to, you know, allow for certain rooms. They're fun. You can make them look really realistic, but they're not in reality very realistic. Let me get to it. Okay, let's go up to the 2nd floor. Again, the stairway hole is way back here. And a lot of times, too, I've got to decide which way I'm going to put the stairs in. I can slant them toward the front of the house, or I can have them so they come up over here. A lot of times you'll find, and especially with your smaller houses, your stairs will come up. You will not have a lot of room, you know, for a little landing up here on the top of your stairs. This room is the one that's really giving me problems because I want a bathroom in this house. And I don't really think that was allowed for. Now, what I'm going to have to do is when I get the top back in the house, I'm either going to have to move the bathroom up to the 3rd floor. And as with most doll houses, you will have a stairway to your 2nd floor, but if there's a 3rd floor, usually, unless you build it yourself, you're going to find a lot of them do not come with stairs going up to the 3rd floor. And I don't think I'm going to be putting stairs to my 3rd floor. That's going to be pretend, like the, you know, doll houses we had when we were kids. What I really want is a bathroom in this house, though. And this room, like I said, is presenting a massive problem to me. I'd love to have it back there, but then I'm going to have to fill in my stairway and move my stairway to this part of my house, which is going to crowd out my dining room downstairs if I do that. So that's, you know, that's something I'm still dealing with. I'm probably going to, in all reality, end up with my bathroom on the 3rd floor, which in a real house is not practical, of course. But this is fantasy, this is miniature, and sometimes you have to make do with what you got. Because I am not going to take this thing apart and try to put it back together. So I don't know what that room will be, and I don't know what I'm going to use this area for, so I'm stuck with a big wide open space here. Any ideas would be greatly appreciated. You know, if you got an idea, thought on this, you know, because I've got 2 feet by 12 inches here to work with. And my rooms are, what's the ceiling height on this? That's one thing I didn't measure. If we go a little bit down, about like that, we are looking at about 10 and a half. So this is about 10 and a half foot ceilings in real size. So I have nice big high ceilings to work with. But, you know, what am I going to do with this 2 foot long space? So any ideas you guys have, you know, throw them my way. I'm up in the air on that right now. Okay, this is another room, and I'm going to use this one as a bedroom. Again, all my inside window moldings are missing. My doors are clear to the front of the house, so going to be kind of funky trying to put some doors in there, but I'm going to do it because, you know, I want to use this as another bedroom. I could use it as a bathroom, but I'd really rather use it as a bedroom. So, yeah. And then we're going to move down to the last room. And, again, you know, the cellophane coming out of the windows. It's the back side of that door. I do not like those doors. That won't be staying. And the floor. And that is pretty much it on this house. So the bottom downstairs I pretty much got figured out, but the upstairs, still thinking on that one. So throw your ideas my way. I want to use that for a bedroom. I want bedrooms on both sides. And of course, then I'll go with this with the living room. And then when I get to the top upper floor, I probably will put my bathroom in there, and I probably will, you know, I will probably figure out something else to do. And of course, my husband's phone has to ring while I'm videotaping. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits here on the video Thank you very much for joining me. I apologize for the phone. Why he's not answering, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so thank you for joining me. I hope you're all having a great day. And we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay.